What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey, everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Is this a band or a person? I think it's a band. Making their debut on the channel tonight. We have Modest Mouse. Yes, indeed. How about that? Modest Mouse making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Michael Clark, and Michael wanted to see me react to this song by Modest Mouse called The World at Large. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hold everything, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Deanna Duffy. Yep, Deanna Duffy. It's spelled exactly how you would think it would be spelled. And the video has 111,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. All right, here we go. Modest Mouse, The World at Large, live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Ice Age heat wave can't complain. If the world's at large, why should I remain? Walked away to another plan. I'm gonna find another place, maybe one I can stand. I move on to another day, to a whole new town with a whole new way. Went to the porch to have a thought. Got to the door and again I couldn't stop. You don't know where and you don't know when, but you still got your words and you've got your friends. Walking on to another day. Well, work a little harder, work another way. Well, baby, I ain't got no plan. Well, I float on, maybe would you understand? Well, I float on, maybe would you understand? Well, I float on, maybe would you understand? Shorter and the nights get cold. I like the autumn, but this place is getting old. I pack up my belongings and I head for the coast. It might not be a lot, but I feel like I'm making the most. The days getting longer and the nights more green. I guess it's not surprising, but it's spring and I should leave. I like songs about drifters, books about the same. They both seem to make me feel a little less insane. Walked on off to another.
Okay, look. Is this my cup of tea? No, it is absolutely not. I would never willingly listen to stuff like this, bands like this, music like this. It's not my jam. It's not my bag. It's not my thing. Okay. If I'm being 100% honest, am I enjoying myself right now? Not really. I mean, it's all right. Look, here's the thing. I may not personally like it, but they're not doing anything wrong. Everything that's being done makes sense. The staggered entrancing makes sense. The voicings make sense. The notation, the chordal progression makes sense. The feel, the direction of the song sounds good. The dynamics, very appropriate for this style. Everybody's being very much in a piano or even pianissimo. The only thing that's even in the mezzo, and I don't even know if I would say the vocals are mezzo forte. I think I would say the vocals are at mezzo piano. It's very fitting. It's, like I said, are they doing anything wrong technically? No, nothing wrong. It's just not for me, guys. This is just not something that I would ever listen to by choice. It's not something that will ever find its way onto a playlist. It's just not my thing, but it is what it is. And I know there's a market. I know there is a market for music like this and for acts like this. So I know there's a market. I know they're making money. I mean, from what I could tell, they're playing to a sold out crowd. So good for them, you know? I'm not finding any fault in anything that they're doing. So far so good, I guess. Let's keep going here.
Spot. I still haven't gotten anywhere that I want. Did I want love? Did I need to know? Why does it always feel like a continent on the toe? Says death against the lights, adding the breeze to the summer nights. Outside water like hell was gray. I didn't know what I had that day. Well, walk on off to another plan. You said that you did, but you didn't understand. I noticed not what life's about, but my thoughts were so loud I couldn't hear my mouth. My thoughts were so loud I couldn't hear my mouth. My thoughts were so loud.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and apologize for how I personally feel. I'm not. I'm glad it's over. 4 minutes and 44 seconds. It felt longer than that. It did. This kind of dragged for me. But like I said, just because I personally didn't like it, that doesn't mean that that's gonna affect the score. I don't know. I gotta kind of think about this one a little bit. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Modest Mouse with The World at Large. This was a request from Michael Clark. Okay, before I give my score, I need to get this out of the way. Did I enjoy this? No, I did not. This is not my cup of tea, guys. This is not my jam. This is not my bag. This is not blowing my skirt up, okay? It's just not. It's not the style of music that I would ever willingly choose to listen to. It's just not my thing, guys. It's nothing against the band. It's just, you know, it's like asking a metalhead to listen to jazz, you know? It's probably not going to hit it off with them either, you know? It just wasn't my thing. Now, having said that, though, I've said this on the channel many, many times. I don't have to love a song to give it a good score. On the flip side, I don't have to hate a song to give it a bad score either. So I like to take my personal feelings out as much as possible and look at the song objectively. And in doing so, I have a score, and the score may surprise some people. On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I'm going to give that a 7.7. Yep. 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, a 7.7. What does that mean? Well, a 7.7 would translate, believe it or not, to a really good scale rating, because overall, despite the fact that I'm not a fan, there's no denying it. It's a really good song. It would get 4 out of 5 stars. And a B+ letter grade. Yeah, let that one sink in. So there you go, a 7.7, really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. They didn't do anything wrong. Like, the song was well designed, it was well written, the chordal progression flowed really nicely. Notation, melodic lines, harmonic lines, all made sense. The feel, the groove of the song, the direction of the song felt nice. It's a pretty song. It's one of those kind of songs that just makes you want to kind of, you know, sit back, lay back and chill and, you know, kind of go into a vegetative state, I guess. Not my thing, but I know there's a market for it. A lot of people dig on stuff like this, so more power to them. But if I'm looking at the song objectively, they really didn't do anything wrong. Like, I have no criticisms for the song whatsoever. It's simplistic, I will say that, but there's something to be said about writing simplistic songs, especially with this style of music. This is not the style of music where you want to, you know, go off and use a whole bunch of theory and, you know, go into odd time signatures and, you know, switching keys every, you know, 8 measures and, you know, switching time signatures every 2 measures. And this is not time to be Tool. You know what I mean? No, this is a time with this style of music, this direction of music. This is when you're going to want to write simplistic songs that follow just a couple of chord changes, and that's really all there is to it. Other than that, it's just a laid-back, relaxed feel. And they accomplished that in spades. They absolutely did. The vocals fit the song like a glove. Got no issue with that. Instrumentation sounded good. Use of acoustic and electric guitar sounded really nice. I like the fact that the vocals was using that Rhodes. Really nice. 2 drummers. Usually not the biggest fan of that, but they pulled it off really cleanly, especially in a live setting. I never heard a time where it sounded like two drummers. The drummer just sounded very forward in the mix. That, if I was to have any complaint, it might be that the drums might have been a little loud in the mix. But both drummers right in sync with each other, every downbeat together, every upbeat together, every fill together. I also appreciate the fact that both the drummers were playing with brushes, metal brushes, which I appreciate. I know a lot of drummers are transitioning to using those nylon brushes. I mean, they're nice, but something about the metal brushes, man, they sound different. I like them. No, but it's unusual to have two drummers, because if one drummer is just a 30-second note off when it comes to hitting their patterns, you're gonna notice it. It's gonna sound like absolute garbage. We never had that here. These drummers were right locked in with each other. So that takes talent, no doubt about it. So looking at this objectively, they didn't do anything wrong. I may not like it personally, but looking at the song objectively, it's a really good song. It really is. And that's why I'm giving it the really good score of 7.7. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.7, which is a really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I've spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.